The oath Tinubu swore when he came into office was to the Constitution of the Federal Republic. And the most important line in the Constitution of the Federal Republic is this. I said it before, and I want to reiterate for the sake of emphasis, is the security and welfare of citizens. What my dear brother TJ has said does not answer the security and welfare question. They are policies for the sake of policies. But so that I am not a mindless critic, I would suggest alternative to the policies that this government has implemented, that even Peter Obi, that you referred to earlier, had proposed as part of his campaign in 2023. One thing that none of us can debate is that we all agree that the fuel subsidy was a drain on the economy. But what was the biggest drain was not just the fuel subsidy, it was the corruption in the fuel subsidy. I'll give you a few numbers. As at, before this administration, they would usually say we were consuming about 60 million liters of PMS a day. There is a country called Pakistan. They have similar population. They have more roads than us and even have more cars. Probably have more cars. I am not sure, but I don't have the statistical backing to that. Pakistan was doing about 30 million liters. 20 million liters, I beg your pardon. As at the time when people were saying we were doing 160 million liters of PMS a day. We all knew what the problems were. People were taking our fuel from the port straight through the border to Benin, to Cameroon, to Niger and elsewhere. People would pretend to import, they would generate import, I don't know what they call it in business terms, vouchers, equivalent of import vouchers, or the vouchers, the import equivalent of vouchers, claiming they had imported a certain volume of fuel and then go to government and claim subsidy on a piece of paper. These are true and reality. But the beneficiaries of that arrangement were the elites. They were not you and I, the common man. I usually say I speak for the common man. What any serious government ought to have done was to cure the corruption in the fuel subsidy before attempting to fiddle with the fuel subsidy in itself. The corruption in the fuel subsidy will first of all return up to 60% or even more of the money spent on subsidy. But because this is fundamentally a very lazy government, an elitist government, a government who only cares about the rich, the politicians and themselves, and self-perpetuation in power, they will remove it blanketly, ignoring the fact that just removing it affects the poor man that you have sworn, taking an oath to protect their security and welfare. So that is why they will just remove it and tell you that it's a fantastic policy. But the Nigerians, the question you always ask yourself is the policies of government meant for the people, or are the people meant for the policies of government? In the people and the policies, who should take precedence? So if you have a policy that fundamentally hurts the people, that reduces the purchasing power of the people, that reduces the value of human existence in the people, is that a good policy or is it not? You don't need to be an economist to have common sense.